Good morning. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I got a big cup of coffee today. We have, oh yeah, you don't like that one. Jonah's looking at my animal spirit deck right now to find a special card for us this week.
That's not the card.
That's not the card? Okay, just hold on to it. We have a full moon in Scorpio tomorrow. It's intense. It's also known as this, there's a Tibetan Buddhist festival that happens every year on like this particular full moon, known as Wesak. And it celebrates like Buddha's enlightenment. And if you think about the moon being like full and bright and round, but Scorpio is intense. It's an intense sign and it goes into the depths. So this is a week I intentionally cleared extra space in my schedule really for this whole month so that I can do my own work to go deeper. So if you're feeling like deeper things simmering under the surface or coming to light for you, you're just right in the flow. Oh, you have the card you're ready to show. So I'm going to do our Mystic Mondays tarot forecast. But before I do that, Jonah has chosen a card from the Animal Spirit deck for everyone for this week. Jonah, would you share them? Oh, he picked the Scorpion. And Jonah, what is your sun sign in astrology? What's your sign? You know your sign. What are you? Oh, you don't want to talk today? Oh, okay. He doesn't want to talk today. I will honor that. May I tell them what your sign is? Is that okay? Or no? We don't want to talk about you? I can talk. Okay, Jonah's a Scorpio. There we go. And he chose the Scorpion for us. So there's some energy with this card. Can I read? Or do you want to? You don't want to talk today. He is here and quiet. Like Scorpio is sometimes. Scorpios can be known for being a little secretive or a little more internal because they can really go deep to the depths. And so the full moon this week is inviting all of us to illuminate things in our lives that might have been really deep in the shadows. So the Scorpion card speaks to being passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers, and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. So that might be coming up this week too. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, this energy is wild and free and fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved, to bring into balance honesty and forgiveness. Sometimes forgiveness is too much of a reach for me, so I reach for kindness and gentleness instead. Kindness and gentleness toward myself first and foremost. Because sometimes, especially if you've been burned, oh, I need that light on, please, thank you. It's a little too much. Okay, so now, thank you, Jonah, for choosing that card for us. That was a perfect card for this week. I appreciate that. Are you having some feelings right now? What do you need? We're feeling this energy. Okay, can I go ahead and pull this, or do you want me to stop and attend to you? You want to come over here? Come cuddle me? All right, we're going to get some extra cuddles. Alrighty, I'm going to pull... Oh, you're going to pull the code? Thank you. We're going to pull 3 cards for this week. So lay down 3 cards for me. He's such a good helper. He's such a good helper. 1. Wait, I'm not turning it over. Don't worry. 2. All right, I'm going to let you turn them over, buddy. 3. All righty. What do we have? What's our first card this week? We're gonna start here. Oh, that feels apropos. Do you want me to go and talk about it, or do you want to look at all three of them? I usually peek at them. Oh, I'm seeing a theme here. Okay, next. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna be okay this week. Get ready. Good morning. Oh, Chia's here. She says, good morning, Leah and Jay. Thank you for the work you do. Thanks, Chi. We love you. We've been missing you a lot. Okay. Our first card this week is the 8 of Swords. And this is a card, do you see how she's like blindfolded and bound and surrounded by these swords, right? And there is this feeling with this 8 of Swords of being bound, but by our own beliefs, the stories we're telling ourselves, our own memories, it's being trapped more by the mental sphere and less by anything physical, because she's actually really loosely bound. She could get herself untied. She's not trapped in a prison cell, right? There's just a sense of being blocked or trapped in some way or bound in some way. Swords, for me, I interpret it as the suit of beliefs and boundaries. So, looking at the beliefs and boundaries this week, one of the things that might be coming to light is ways we have felt trapped or restricted or bound in some way. And it might be generating a lot of feelings, a lot of anger. Hey, honey, could you not shake the it might come down. I just don't want it to fall on you and hurt you. I have a meditation pyramid in the corner, but it's not the sturdiest. He likes to go sit in it when he needs some, centering. It's a good place. So there is this energy this week of really looking at areas where we might be blaming other people unfairly, blaming ourselves unfairly. It's easy to get stuck in these stories of like, well, this happened or this person will never change, and so I'm always going to be stuck in this dynamic, or I can't fix the past, I can't change the past, so I'm stuck being like forever conditioned by it. But there's the potential for a lot of freedom this week. So here's the next step, the 8 of Cups. Isn't that interesting that we have 2 8s this week? That's really an energy we're working with. So go look up numerology wise. If you want to really work with this energy more, I would look up what the 8 stands for. So see this woman, she's naked. She is perched on, is everything okay? We're good? Okay. Don't want it to fall on you, all right? I can fix it if it came undone. Don't worry. I can fix it. The meditation pyramid is coming apart a little bit. So the 8 of Cups is saying she's perched. And this would be like the safe way to go, right? Like you can kind of see the path ahead, but she knows she's being called deeper and she's feeling very vulnerable, right? That's what that nudity represents, this vulnerability, this openness, and her back is to us, and she's sort of contemplating like, gosh, this feels impossible. Like I don't know the way forward. I don't know which way to go. I just want to sit here a moment, and that's okay too. The 8 of Cups invites you deeper. These cards are like so perfect, seriously, for the energy of this week, because we really are being invited deeper. And if you're able to clear out some time and space in your schedule to just be, sometimes it's not about I have to actively access these deeper layers, and it's more an allowance of let me sit here at the edge of this like seeming abyss of feelings. Cups is the suit of emotions, relationships, depth. This is a very like 8th house kind of card. We're going deep into the water element. That's what Scorpio does. Scorpio rules the 8th house in astrology. So just be with it. Invite yourself more into those feelings and then just see what happens, right? Ask for support when you need support. Ask for space holding. Reach out and have someone hold space for you that is, trained and able to do so. Then we have, so this is how I know it's all gonna be okay, we're gonna be great. King of Swords, okay? This is standing in a new knowing. He is also bare-chested, but he has this cape, sort of, right? And he's facing forward, so we go from feeling very vulnerable, contemplative, perched on the edge of an abyss, to like standing at the top of a mountain, confident, armed with our own wisdom and truth. Having set appropriate boundaries for ourselves, we can still show up open-hearted, sorry to be blocking your face, dude, and strong and grounded and ready to act on our truth and knowing. But it's coming from this deeper place of really going deeper into those feelings, deeper into all the areas we feel bound and constrained. With this energy of the card Jonah pulled, the Scorpion, with our full moon in Scorpio this week, and knowing that we need to like activate that fire. We might be facing a lot of anger, a lot of like heat this week that can make us feel kind of like, oh crap. You're taller, yeah, you're sitting on the tall stool. It can make us feel really a little nervous, or it's not very fun necessarily to go into the intensity of feelings, but that's what that Scorpio full moon is helping us do. The cosmic currents this week are like saying, no, we gotta deal with this stuff now. We gotta go there. And you don't have to necessarily know what's on the other side, but you have to be willing to feel these feelings. You don't have to, but if you choose to, it could lead to some new awarenesses, new beliefs and boundaries that feel a lot more aligned. You can ask me for help. Okay, there we go. So Jonah, is there anything you would like to share with these fine people today? Ooh, beautiful. You have helicopter arms? Alrighty. He's got to get ready to do some school this morning. We have painting class this morning. He does some like watercolor painting that I'm excited to learn. He makes a lot of different things at school. He was showing me some knitting technique the other day.
I can't see, but I'm doing a thumbs down.
Why are you doing a thumbs down?
Because I don't like painting.
He doesn't like painting. I do. When he was a baby, I went to the school he's at now and took a painting class with the really amazing teacher they had there, who passed away. I miss him. You didn't know him. You didn't know him. You were a baby. Anyways, that's our week. I'll post a picture of our cards. Make time and space for some really deep, intense feelings this week. Some journaling work would be great. Or just time to sit with and be present with your feelings.
Does this book go to?
A tarot deck. All right, say goodbye to the people, Jonah. We love y'all. Have a great week. How tiny
this book?
It's a very tiny book. It's for my little deck, my little travel deck. It's very tiny. All right. You're a silly guy. All right, we love y'all. Bye.
Kitty.